and get away with it and like make comments and like
catcall stuff.
Yeah, I was just really being harassed. Like I was like really pretty. And like I remember I went in, so I was the only freshman to make the varsity team in tennis. And there was this girl there. She was a senior. I think her name was Kristen Jones. She was gorgeous. She was like, think of like Kim Basinger. She was like 6 feet tall, blonde hair down to here. She was like, and she was amazing. She was such a good tennis player. And she was number one singles. And I just was like 6 singles. Like I was like really low down on the totem pole. And she sat down and she's like, oh, so I heard you're a real big slut. And at that point, I was like 12. I never even had my first kiss. And, oh my God. See, this is why you have to keep me focused because I already lost what I was saying. Oh, but so then, like, people, like, I remember there was one girl who came up to me. I forgot her name. And she, like, caught me in between classes and she slammed me up against a locker and she was like, stay the fuck away from my boyfriend. And I was like, I don't know your boyfriend. Who are you? Like, what is going on? But as soon as I met Jeremy, because he was like, you know, big on the football team, I can't remember what position he played. It was probably like quarterback or something. Yeah. And he was tall. He was well respected. Everyone stopped. All the butt pinching stopped. All the like harassment from older girls stopped. He was like my protector. Oh. Yeah. But then his parents found out how old I was. And they were like, no.
Yeah, it's a considerable age gap.
I was so
You were 2/3 his age, which you both had, I guess, mathematically speaking, lower ages.
But he never did anything to me. He was just kind of my protector. You know what I mean? Yeah. He would like get me into R-rated movies. And he would like drive me around places.
At 12. That's crazy.
Yeah. And he would like drive me around places and he was just like kind of like my guardian protector. And like he never did anything shady with me ever. But then when his parents took him away from me, then like not only was my heart broken, but then like my protector was gone, you know.
The boys came back.
The boys and the girls. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
I mean, not like really bad. I mean, nothing like really bad ever happened.
I assume that you were so much younger than them, that you were also smaller physically. So it's not like you wasn't. Really fight back.
That's the thing. I was like, I looked so much older than I was. So I remember I was at like the Gap with my mom. And she was like the woman who worked there, she was like, oh, are you by chance looking for a summer job? And my mom just looked at her and she's like, she's 12 and she's rich. And no.
That's funny.
But she assumed I was like 16, 17, 18, like, but I was like literally 12.
I had one person when I was 12 think I was 16, but they were like a stoner, also at a clothing store, actually. Just a dumbass employee, so I don't think it was very
Which store? Abercrombie & Fitch?
No, this is going to sound crazy. It was the Quicksilver store in Montreal.
Quicksilver! Yeah. Oh my God, in Montreal.
I was on vacation with my mom, and I was like, I want to go in that store.
What the heck were you doing in Montreal?
She just wanted to take me to Montreal.
Like, to visit McGill? Or like...
I was 12, so definitely not that. I guess just see, like, the hill.
Did you see Le Grand... What is it called?
The park that's up there?
No, the big orange. It's Le Grand... I don't speak French. Le Grand Orange. So it's kind of like Bauhaus kind of thing where it's like the outside looks like the inside. So it's kind of like California. So it's like all they serve there is like Orange Julius. It's like, and the whole thing is just like a big orange.
I can't remember if I did go. It didn't really make
Le
that big of a
Grand
mark on me.
Orange. I think that's how
Le
you
Grand Orange. You go, That's the French vowel, whatever.
Okay, so you had that one experience with mushrooms. Did you continue your psychedelic experience?
Yeah, I did. I did a lot.
Okay,
a lot of drugs
so
in
tell
high
me all the
school.
ones you've done. I'll tell you what I've done, and you tell me yours first. Though.
Okay. Like in order, or
Yeah. So you started with mushrooms.
no, that was that was not the first drug I did. I probably
No, I'm just speaking in the category of psychedelics.
I've done acid, and research chemicals.
And what?
Like research chemicals, they're called. Also in high school. I haven't done them since.
Are you talking bath salts? Like, what is that?
No, but research chemicals are drugs that don't have like a nickname. They're like the chemical.
Right, but did you take them within like a research setting? Like
No.
So
No.
they're street dirty drugs.
So when I was in high school, there was it was right when cryptocurrency came out. Like in so this was like 2012,
I still haven't figured out what
2013.
that's all about.
Just don't worry about it. That's a whole nother topic. It's not important. And so there was this website back when like Bitcoin was like
I remember
$10.
this. It's like something road.
It was Silk Road, yes.
The Silk Road.
So my friend and I figured out how to get onto the Silk Road and like use VPNs and the special browser that hid your identity. And like you go to like a store that has MoneyGram, which I grew up in Worcester. There was a ton of them, and you wire money to like this specific account, and you get like a Bitcoin address, like a wallet address, and you write it down. That's the note on where your MoneyGram is.
Sounds very complicated.
It was complicated, but all I knew was we would bring cash to the MoneyGram place, give them a piece of paper and the money, leave, and not take the receipt. Yup. And
No. Let's stop there. Did the MoneyGram places still exist?
Oh, they definitely still do, yeah. Yeah, they're still like all over Worcester. Like the CVS did it. We would go to different ones each time too. Like we were
You
like,
could get it
we
from
were
the
smart.
CVS. You can't even buy cigarettes at the CVS.
I know. We would go to a different place every time though, which was also crazy.
That's
That we were like,
hilarious.
because we knew what we were doing was really bad. But by the time we get back to his house, the money would already be in his account on the website. That's how fast it was.
Right, but
It's like 10 minutes later.
Wait, so let's scroll back a little bit. So how did you know that what you were getting from the Silk Road was like legit? Like, do they have like
They have
kind of
reviews.
like Uber?
They have reviews and ratings. Yes. And if you have less than a 5-star rating, they literally investigate you. It was oddly safe. So like it would have like 5-star reviews, but there was anyway, my friend like also sold drugs. I can't believe you're telling your kids this is crazy. But like my friend sold drugs and saw that you could get 1,000 tabs of this drug called 25I-NBOME.
Okay, wait. So say that again more slowly.
All right, so it's 25I-NBOME. 25I-NBOME. And so that's like the chemical
so
name.
NB...
Hydrochloride was at the very end.
Hydrochloride?
Hydrochloric
That
acid.
wouldn't make sense.
Sorry, hydrochloric acid. It was HCl was the very end. And so the chemical was iodine, and it was invented to study people with schizophrenia because it's a radioactive tracer. And so if you got a CAT scan or MRI or something,
exactly. That's why I'm saying that this doesn't make sense. Like, why would that make you high?
Because your brain would think it's like serotonin, and like it wasn't. And in a really, really tiny doses, it would just kind of light up, and you could like see it, and like it would bond to the serotonin receptor, and you could see that receptor on a CAT scan. But in larger doses, you would trip off it. And it's the only drug that I've
like the
ever heard of.
MA2I receptor basically would be.
I don't know, but
I have a science
heard
background,
things
so
on it though. I've never had.
Oh my God! What did you hear?
Hallucinations.
Okay, I want to hear. What did you hear?
Every room.
No. We're first going to. So it's like when you say you're hearing, are you hearing like a chair talking to you or like a voice in your head?
No, it wasn't voices. Every room had different like ambient noise, and I think what I figured out was it was based on the lighting and the color of the wall in that room. And so my friend who sold drugs, his parents were hippies.
You were hearing colors, like
kind of, yeah.
Synesthesia.
It was cool. Right. And so like I would walk into like one of his rooms. Every room was painted a different color.
So your default network had shut down, like the traffic. Like, directors of like this part is for sound.
You
this
were
part
a
is for
dumbass
sight.
On this drug. It made you stupid, but you felt amazing, and you would have crazy visuals and hear things. It was
okay.
Like having schizophrenia. They just used to study schizophrenic people. I'm like, is this what having schizophrenia is like? Because this is dope.
Okay, yeah,
probably
we can talk
like,
about
schizophrenia
later. But okay, so you're feeling, but every space into which you're entering, you're hearing.
It would be like a tone, like a or like a zzz or something. Like it would be like a background noise.
You're getting a tone.
Yeah.
And then what were you seeing, like visually?
Everything had trails, kind of like mushrooms. So like if someone moved, like it like lagged a little bit, like that. Yeah.
I'm seeing trails now. You've been talking about it.
It also had the acid thing too, where things kind of like spin. And like no matter how much I like looked, like if I looked closer at something, it'd be the same pattern, like rotating, like tesseract or whatever. Like I couldn't even draw it, like a fractal or whatever's I guess the closest thing, but pretty crazy stuff. Huh. So anyway, he got 1,000 tabs of the stuff for like $200.
Okay, so we've talked about sound and we've talked about sight. What else? Like how else? Like did it affect you? Like physically, like how your feet, hands, knees, shoulders.
Just made me feel good. That was all.
So the body was nothing. It was really about the so it affected your perception.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And I definitely felt good too. But yeah.
And
enough about me.
And that was just one time?
I did it multiple times because then he got 25B. Which was the bromide version, same chemical. Bromide. Yeah. So the iodine one was the first one we tried, and then he sold the 1,000 tabs. Everyone loved him, and he sold them for as much as acid cost, and he made a lot of money because it was way cheaper. And then he got the 25B because it was a better deal. It was the same thing, and then we tried that one. I'm also messed up that we would just try it like when it came in the mail. So these would arrive by mail. I should also stress.
Which, so say someone had one chance at this, would you go with the iodide or the bromide?
The bromide for sure. But I also would never recommend someone do this drug because it's really easy to overdose on it, apparently. And when you overdose on it, you have a grand mal seizure, like to death, apparently. And well, grand mal seizures rarely lead to death, and it is kind of like a reset in the brain. Like grand mal seizures are not necessarily a bad thing. I've seen them. Most of the overdoses on this drug are from people like foaming at the mouth and drowning on their foam, and they don't stop, and like they're also like seizing and convulsing. It's really bad. It's not a good thing at all. That's like the most common thing that I saw. I've never done any of those designer drugs. Yeah, no, it's not. No, I wouldn't recommend anyone do it. But I don't think it affected me permanently as far as I know. So, well, what drugs like that do is that they kind of shut down your default network. So they help your brain connect. Like parts of your brain that would never speak to each other are allowed for that moment when your default network shuts down. Yeah. Like basically, like as Freud would call it, your ego shuts down. They can communicate because it's kind of like when mom and dad are out of town. Yeah. Like, the traffic director is out sick for the day. It's like, who knows what could happen? Yeah. So, yeah. I should also say that if, and everyone I know that did it, because like, a lot of my friends and stuff did it too, just because it kind of like it went crazy in my high school too. Like a lot of people were doing it. He was supplying it. We all saw like shadow people too, because that's what I mean, the schizophrenia part. But I would feel good, so I wouldn't be afraid of them. They would just be there. But like in the corner of my eye, there would be like someone. One of my friends said that there was a cat always in the corner of his eye. Whenever he tried to look at the cat, it would run away, and there was always a cat right like here.